Well, this comes from Eric Pelletier, who's a journalist at Le Parisien newspaper. He's a friend of CNN. He's often collaborated with us. And the information suggests that Salih Abdeslam, this suspect at large they've issued this arrest warrant for, is probably in Belgium because he drove back to Belgium the morning after the attacks. He was actually picked up in Paris by his brother, who drove all the way from Belgium to Paris to pick him up and take him back to Molenbeek in Belgium. So it may be that this standoff we're seeing in Molenbeek right now, that may be him that they're trying to get. It's unclear at this point, but the information from Le Parisien newspaper suggesting that he's back in Belgium, that was his last known whereabouts.
And what about reports that they were stopped by law enforcement, but somehow slipped through?
Well, one of them was stopped about 3 hours after the attack as he was driving back from here to Belgium. I mean, the thing is, at that point, they didn't know that he was a suspect. A few hours later, as it would turn out, they would identify from fingerprints that one of his brothers was a suicide bomber, I believe, in the Stade de France attack. They didn't know at that point. So in retrospect,
they could have gotten lucky, not that they missed.
Exactly, in that case. But I will tell you this, we now know that at least 2 of the attackers were known to police before these attacks. One from 2010, he was known to have been radicalized. They didn't know he was involved in terrorism necessarily. The other was, for a time, on a terror watch list. Now, this gets to this larger issue we've talked about a lot. We talked about this in January with Charlie Hebdo. Some 5,000 suspected jihadis in this country. Impossible, from a resources perspective, to monitor all of them. And all of them are on sort of a sliding scale, from being, close to people who are radicalized to, getting to the point where you might make a judgment that they're about to carry out a terror attack. That's a judgment call they have to make all the time. Fact is, here, their judgment was wrong, but can anyone get that right 100% of the time? Not possible.
Well,
just to add to what Jim was saying, the information from the Parisien suggests that Salih Abdeslam, the guy on the run, participated in the attacks in Paris. They actually picked a guy that looked very close to him and resemblance to him up on CCTV participating in the attacks. He's thought to have participated in the attack on the restaurants. At a certain point, he's believed to have dropped his brother up, Ibrahim, who blew himself up at the restaurants. But for some reason, he didn't detonate his vest. Either he chickened out, so to speak, or it didn't work. He then calls his brother up in Brussels, come and pick me up, I need help. They eventually actually managed to trace that call after the fact. So they've established the fact he called his brother. The brother then drove all the way from Belgium. They picked the car up on CCTV on the motorway going to France at about 3 in the morning after the attacks. He picks him up, brings him back, and at 9 a.m., according to the Parisien newspaper, they're stopped, and these routine stops coming into the Belgian border from France. At that point, they don't know that he was involved, and it's only when they do that later examination on the car outside the Bataclan, the black Polo outside the Bataclan, that they realize that he actually rented the car, and they've just stopped him, and they've just let him go. And so they tell the Belgians, you've got to go in, move fast, arrest these guys. That's why we saw all the arrests in Belgium, but by that point, he had escaped, presumably somewhere in Brussels. Maybe this guy now involved in the standoff.
I don't think we can underestimate, if it is true that they have captured this 8th, what they suspect might be the 8th attacker, what value that is to the investigation.